Welcome to the HSP Hood Sistas Podcast.
Oh, we are not from the. Hold on. So we are not from the hood. We were just talking about sisterhood, all things business, family, fashion, culture, music, just all of the above.
Yes, indeed. So a little bit of background story. I got my dog over here, y'all. So if you hear me telling Hustle to stop, he's just a part of the family. That's her nephew. That's my son. But a little bit about HSP. Has it been like 2 years or has it been a year since we talked about doing this?
No, it's been like 2 years.
Yeah, time is flying. I think we were trying, not even getting to that story. We were supposed to film last year on my way to Atlanta where Jay was located. Well, go ahead.
Trying to do this since Tall Tees and Short Stories. Do you
Oh,
remember Tall Tees?
yo, that's what
This
that
is
was
well.
years in the making. Because that was our YouTube. Like, every time we used to get together, we used to like do videos of Nana and Granddaddy skating and stuff. Damn, that was in Fayetteville. So this is like high school. But were we trying to podcast or were we trying to vlog?
No, we were just trying to do something together. But I'm just saying, like, it's just taking us so long to just start doing something together. We've done
Yeah.
videos and stuff like that, like consistent. We've been trying to do this for a long time. So
Yeah.
probably about 5.
Hmm. Say
I was
again?
saying probably about 5.
5 years. Okay, so yeah, 5 years since we wanted to do something together, but it's been 2 years since we came up with the name Hood Sistas Podcast. Every time we get together, we like always come up with like dope memories. Like there's so many memories in your phone that you'll just randomly send me. Like we're such a good time. And I just always feel like we need a camera on us at all times. Like we don't even need to be holding it. Like we need somebody filming us. But last year we wanted to start it, but we had this idea like, all right, when she comes to visit me or I go visit, when you would come visit me or I would come visit you, we were going to try to have a setup. It just life be life in. But then I think last week or so, we was like, yo, we just need to just get on Zoom. Everybody else on CNN. Ever since the pandemic, people been sharing screens. So I figured, why are we waiting? Like we're a good time. And sometimes we just be on the phone and it's just like, yo, like we're just super lit. But yeah, so that's kind of like how we came up with. I think we were trying to come up with a name. That's what it was that we were doing for a minute. And then I remember, I don't know if it was me or you, but one of us was just like Hood Sistas. And obviously there's nothing hood about us, like Jay said in the intro. Like this is sisterhood. So we wanted to, play off sisterhood. And just looking at the podcast community, I don't know if there's any sisters that podcast. We might be the first ones. Like actual sisters.
Be, or we might be, but I just feel like there's so many people in the world that have podcasts, we just probably haven't come across them. But we just gonna claim it and say we the first.
Yeah, we the first one. Claim it. Yeah, and the Hood Sistas Podcast talking about sisterhood. But you know what? I want you, Jay, to tell them a little bit about yourself. We're gonna let you guys know who we are and what we got going on before we jump into it. So tell them about yourself, sis.
Oh, wow. Where do I start?
Like, okay, like what your interests, like, what your passions are, like just a little bit about who you are, what you, girl, I will brag, unless you want me to do it. Model, esthetician, vote. Come on.
So I am 24 years old, Virginia native, 757 type of thing. I am a model, esthetician. I feel like I've done a lot of stuff for myself to only be 24. Done a lot of opportunities with modeling. I started modeling when I decided to withdraw from high school. Went to withdraw from high school. Whoa, withdraw from college.
You made it through high school.
Did you say that? Okay. But I decided from college in 2018, and I just pursued modeling like full force. Got a lot of opportunities from that, and then the pandemic hit, and I realized I wanted to do something else outside of modeling because it kind of just stopped everything for everyone, really. But I really wanted to get a skill and be able to provide a service to people. So I ended up becoming an esthetician, going to school for that. I've always been into skincare, but I never knew you could make a career out of it. So yeah, that's kind of been where I've been lately. Just modeling, mainly focused on esthetician work as of lately, but trying to slowly get back into the modeling realm. So I've been a little bit everywhere as of late. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yes. My sister, my sister, my sister. Okay. Man, that was well said. You know, my name is Taz Tikoon, your favorite female rapper. You dig? Rapper, man, my list. I wear a lot of hats. I'm just not wearing one right now. Um, uh, Rapper, actress, entrepreneur, fashion icon, sex symbol, success symbol, should I say. What else do I do? I got a water company called Tide Water. You know, it's something in the water where we from. I'm a sister. I'm her big sister, one of my proudest positions. What else? What else? Just a creative, overall creative. I throw shows, like we've done a lot together. Like Jay has like watched me and been a part of everything, like throwing shows, had Jay in clubs before she was 21, working the door, like holding the camera. Like we have really been there for everything she said. For modeling, when she first started modeling, I was there right at the first photo shoot right here in California. She's been there at my shows rocking. We've just really had a great support system. No matter where we've been in the world, we've always tapped in. So it just felt fitting to, you know, bring this information to you guys. And I'm so, like, my cheeks hurt because I'm so excited about this. This has been a long time coming. And I was like, yes, I'm just so happy because Jay, one thing about you, if you don't know Jay, like very introverted into herself, but if you know Jay, oh, she's a vibe. A lot of people might not know it, but she's hilarious, just great energy. She's like my mentor. I know that sounds crazy because I'm older, but like you're my mentor. I come to you for guidance. You are mommy's most responsible child. Don't know what I'd do without you. Like you tell me how to take care of myself, my skin, everything. I'm just like, you make being a big sister like so dope, but I learned so much from you. So I can't wait for the world to see your personality and, you know, us to grow. So that's a little bit of our background. But since we gonna get into our first segment, it's called Get It Off Your Breasts. As women, you know, we have these little fat sacks on our chests, which they call breasts. And you know, sometimes, you know, they say get it off your chest, but we're talking about sisterhood. So this segment is gonna be, you know, when we do our podcast weekly, just something that happened, you know, that you just want to, you know, let go. You know how you come home from work one day and you want to unclip that bra, or you want to take off that sports bra and you just want to like sit back and just let it just all hang, you know. So
Yeah.
do you have anything that you want to get off your breast?
Let's see. How can you support me? Let's see. I feel like, so this is going to be kind of like a generalization,
Okay.
but I don't like something twice.
I'm sorry, say
Like
it again.
asking for something twice. I don't even like asking for something once. So I feel like I ask for something and then you say you're going to do it. And then maybe like a week goes by, a couple weeks go by and it's still not done. To me, it's like, don't tell me you're going to do something if you don't do it, because now I'm looking at you like you're not reliable. And now you're just on my shit list and I'm not going to ask you for it again because I already asked you for it once and I didn't want to ask you in the first damn place. So ask for something from anyone, please just, if you tell me you're going to do it, just do it. If you can't do it, just tell me you can't do it. But don't lead me on telling me it's going to get done and it doesn't get done. So I'm not going to ask you a fucking again. So that's my piece.
Okay, I feel that. That sounds like accountability. And in the words of the late great Nipsey Hussle, demonstration speaks louder than conversation. Like, just do it. Like Nike couldn't have came up with a better slogan. I'm laughing because I really feel where you're coming from. When it doesn't happen, like, do you just let it slide, or do you be like, oh, you know, you said you was gonna do this, but you didn't do it?
Honestly, I feel like it happens too often, so I don't really have a resolve for it. But it's just like, if I asked you once, I'm probably not gonna ask you for anything again. That's just how, like, that's just me.
Okay. Is there any way that I can support you, or the YouTube community, the social media community, any way that we can support you, you know, as you know, with your getting off your breast, it's all about support.
Yeah, just, you know, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. There's a lot of people out there like me that don't like asking for help, so it's hard enough for us to ask for help. So if you tell us you that you're going to do it, just follow through. That's it. That's how y'all can support me.
Please support Jay. If you say you're gonna do something, hustle, no, get away. We're not doing that right now. We're in the middle of something. Go lay down, hustle, go. I don't care what you got going on. My bad, y'all. I'm a good mother. But yes, like, just want to snap for you. Okay, get it off. How can you?
What do you have to?
Mine's is kind of like yours. I guess the extension of it is like people that like, I like to work hard. I don't know what the general consensus is, but I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna express it the best way I can get. I'm gonna express my breasts. Okay, so like, I'm very driven. I'm a Virgo. I'm cut from that Beyonce cloth, that Michael Jackson, that Kobe Bryant, that Nas, that Swiss Beats. I could keep going. Ludacris, Taz Tikoon. So like, I'm a very driven person, and it's kind of like your sentiments. Like, if you say you're going to do something, let's say it's a verse. Let's say you're going to mix something. You're going to give me a beat. like, give me, like, do what you say you're gonna do. Because when I get excited, especially music, I am very much like, I don't play with that. That's my therapy. So like, if you want to do something with me, and I think what really gets me is that I don't like working with people that hold me up, because I'm an independent artist. I'm not signed, right? So if I want to put something out and you're holding me back, it does something to me. It really does something to me. And I just feel like people want to work with me, but they don't match my speed, and they don't match my drive. And then when I'm trying to figure out why you ain't do what you said you was gonna do, it's the excuses, the emotions get me. Like, I'm so emotionally intelligent that I try to have compassion for people, but it's just like, if you just ain't on your dean and you're not really doing what you said you're gonna do, it's okay. But like, go play with somebody else that play. I don't play. I really get stuff done. And I think when people start to work with me, it's like, for example, if I go to the studio and I'm like, yo, load the beat up. You don't want to smoke or drink? I record sober. I don't need none of that. Like, I don't like to talk about, I don't like a lot of bitches in the studio. Excuse me. I just like to just work. So I get with people and I feel like they like to kick it. So like I said, I don't know if that's exactly like yours. Like, if you say you're going to do something, like, don't hold me up, because I get it. Like, if you say you're going to do something, that's one thing. But when you don't do what you say, you're holding me up. And now I want to get to heaven and be like, God, be like, well, what you do with your talent and what you do with your time? Well, I was waiting on such and such, so I wasn't able to put out the art that you told me to put out. That gets me. It really gets me. And the way that you can support me is you can pay me for my time. So like, moving forward, like, I'm not doing free features. I'm not doing nothing for free. Like, all of that free goodwill shit is out the window. The way you can support me, this ain't no GoFundMe. This ain't no Cash App, charity raise, Venmo, whatever. Step to me correctly. I'm coming with invoices now. The moment you want my time, I'm gonna ask for your email. I'm gonna slide the invoice right up in there. That's the way that you can do it, or come correct. Like, or step. Come correct or step. So I felt you. I feel like we both know what we talking about right now. So it just like, your laugh was like, so I'm like, I know. And I know you know, because it just really gets me. That felt good to say out loud. And for whoever's watching, if it don't apply, let it fly. And if you're feeling a type of way, it's probably about you. Probably. So take that. But our next segment, what we getting into next? Are we good? What are we getting to? Is it song of the week? Or what did you want to do?
I was just gonna say, also, you could be feeling a type of way because the shoe so happens to fit, but it has nothing to do with you too. Because some people be assuming something is about them and it really has nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the 4 agreements, the first agreement, don't take nothing personal. And it's like, this is a podcast where we have freedom of speech, where we can come up here and we can talk about it. And if you have something to say, do not hit our phones. Do not email us. We want you to put it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and we'll make sure that we address any comments that are appropriate. Now, if you want to get into bickering and all of that, then we're not going to entertain that. But if you have something you want to say it loud and proud right there in the comments. Don't call nobody on a three-way. Don't DM. Don't sub me, because I don't do subs. I don't do them at all. Like, I'm not into that. So if it's not directed, it's not respected, it's gonna get rejected and neglected. And that's how you're gonna reflect it.
Hello.
I just added on so much. That was a good one. Damn, Jay, I did that.
Oh, I'm about to post that little clip right
there. That's the intro. Oh, snap. Okay. So what we jumping into the song of the week?
Yes. Do you want to start? You want me to go first?
Oh my gosh. I think I mentioned, I'm stuck between two. Okay. Do you know yours? Because I'm stuck. It's between two. They both got Lil Wayne in them. You know yours?
I know mine.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna think.
Okay, my song has just been stuck in my head. It's Pop It by Glorilla.
Do you want to play a snippet of it for the people to hear it?
I don't want us to get copyrighted. I don't really know how that works, but I will rap a few verses.
Look that up. Because I feel like when you watch Joe Budden and stuff, they play music. So I don't know, like, if we're gonna be able to do that. We got to figure that out. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Pop It, Glorilla.
Yeah, so one of the lines, she goes, "Don't call me stud. I am not your sister. I will fuck your man." That's one of the lines.
Are you in your hard girl? Like, that's why do you like that?
I don't know. And then how the song starts, it starts with her saying, "Big booty hoes." And I'm calling out the bitches, pop your shit. I don't know. It's just stuck in my head.
I don't think I've heard it. You said it's called, I'm gonna write that down. What is it called again?
Pop It by Glorilla.
Pop It by Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla. Fun fact about her. We were in Charlotte. I was coming from Philly. Jay was coming from Atlanta. And we were coming for the vegan festival. And we had I had a performance at the Soulful Vegan Festival in Charlotte last year in May. Oh, that was such a good time. We went to the arcade and everything. And I remember when we got in the hotel room, one thing about having a dope sister, she keep her ears to the streets. I think I just messaged you yesterday and told you that you're like my A&R. Like Lil Yachty said, his sister is his A&R. So like I'll send Jay music. There's been so many times like Jay has this move or this dance or this reaction that I know when she likes my music that it's a hit. But I remember we walked in and we were showering, getting ready to go to the arcade. And the first time I heard "Fuck Nigga Free," for one, I saw the video and I'm just like, your music palette is so wide. Like your gospel playlist to your trap, like you have really good playlists. Like we can get in the car and Jay can DJ. I've been telling her she should DJ. It should be DJ. But you could just rock from whatever. And I remember I'm sitting in the hotel room and I'm like, I'm FREE, fuck nigga free. And I'm like, all you see is Jay, and I ain't got a word about no fuck nigga cheating. I'm like, what is this? She knew about it before she got signed to Gotti. Jay always been putting me on the music. So shout out to Glorilla. I didn't know about Glorilla until you. So that's a fun fact about that. My song is Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and Ciara, How We Roll remix. One thing about Wayne in our household, Wayne is just like mixtape Wayne, like no ceilings, motherfucker. Good. Like, don't let me and Jay like karaoke or get in a Wayne battle. Like, we love Wayne, but I love the How We Roll, Chris Brown and Ciara. For one, Jay knows, Lord knows, Jay used to record on VHS tapes all of Ciara's performances. Like, if I was at a basketball game or Tansy, she'll call me. I got the VHS loaded up. I remember one time you called me, you was like, Tansy, Ciara wearing 22 tonight. I'm like, what? Like, because that's my basketball number. I lost it. Like, it was the BET Awards. I said, she wearing 22? Oh, that's for me. But when Chris Brown and Ciara finally collaborated on a track, which was this year, How We Roll, it was like such a breath of fresh air to see them dancing and getting it. And she had said in her interview, if she could get a feature with anybody, who would it be? And she said she just wanted to get one with Weezy. So when I saw Wayne get on it, it was like that old 2000s Wayne. Like He was like, "That's how we roll, baby." Like that's the first line. I'm like, "Oh, I just know Wayne about to go off." Like Wayne, have you heard it yet? The How We Roll remix.
Oh yeah.
So we gotta listen, you know, and check it out. But yeah, I would say How We Roll remix, Lil Wayne, Ciara, and Breezy. Oh, he ran that. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we got the song of the week. Women Spotlight.
Yes.
Hmm.
So for my woman spotlight, I'm going to give it to Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay.
She just released her song. Yes. Just released her song and video for Cobra, and she just really talked about everything that she's been through the past couple years, and it was very deep. I wasn't expecting it. Like I thought her comeback song was gonna be, you know, like how she usually is popping her shit and stuff, but it was very deep, and I just really wanted her a hug after hearing that. So
Was it like
that's my
a
woman
slow tempo
spotlight.
song, like a vent, like she was venting?
Yeah, she was venting. I wouldn't say it was like slow tempo, but it just wasn't what you expected. Like
Mm.
she was really just venting about everything going through, stuff that we didn't know about. Like it was just a lot. It was a lot to unpack, but that's my woman spotlight.
Man, I remember speaking of Meg, you put me on the Meg when she was rapping and freestyling in the car. Like you put me on to so many dope female rappers. And I pray that if y'all are friends with my sister Jay, like, cause who's your favorite female rapper?
You are.
Yeah, just me. Yeah. So I hope it works in reverse. Cause you know, you put me on the Glorilla and you put me on the Meg, but shout out to Meg. I haven't heard the song yet. Is there a video with it too? Or is it just I'm gonna check that out when we get off. Yeah, let's make some noise for Meg. Shout out to Meg, Cobra. My woman spotlight is going to be our Nana. I feel,
Yes.
yeah, Nana. I feel like, you know, to start off this podcast, right? You know, I want to definitely give light to the light in our lives. Our Nana transcended to be with the Most High. 12323 this year. It's been a very tumultuous year for us. That's actually the last time that me and Jay were together at our home going. And not to make it like somber or anything like that. Nana loved. You can go on YouTube and watch so many memories of me, Jay, and Nana. Like we took her to hibachi. Like we had a house party for Nana. Matter of fact, you did the goodies performance in front of Nana. She was doing we do a house party for her. So it's been a challenge for us, but I know that this would be something that she would love to see us doing our thing together. So my woman spotlight is gonna be my bumblebee, my Nana. Nana called Jay Cookie, and she called me her ladybug. So want to give it up to our Nana. We love you, and we doing this. Go lay down. No, in honor of you. Shout out to Nana. Shout out to Nana. I actually think that this is a good segment or transition into our next topic.
I wish we had sound effects like dun dun dun.
We might, you know how Joe Budden does new Joe Budden. Like maybe we gotta like find some like clips, and then like when we edit it, we drop them in and stuff like that. Because I think sound effects is gonna be like super dope too. Like to just dress it up a little bit. But yeah. So for right now, let's improv it. You could do it. So I'm gonna announce the next segment, and if you want to make a sound, you can, just to see what it feels like. Okay. So our next topic is going to be, what does sisterhood mean to you, and what does family mean to you?
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, this is going to get very interesting. You want to start with me?
So let's.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
So
what
what
is
does sisterhood? I feel like sisterhood is just unconditional, non-judgmental support group. That's what I feel like. I feel like me and you just support each other to the fullest. Even when we are both at our lowest points, we talk to each other about anything. We never judge each other for what we're going through, or we never project onto each other either, like our fears or anything. If you tell me you go and move to Egypt tomorrow, I'm not going.
Egypt is wild because I say some shit like that, and you'd be like, "You got it." Yo, you know me.
I may be realistic and say, is that really what we need to talk about? But at the end of the day, no matter your decision, I'm still going to support you. So I just feel like it's just a 25/8 hotline for each other. That's what I think of our sisterhood. That's how I would describe it.
I received that 25/8 going to Egypt. Okay. Oh man. I will piggyback off of somebody said don't piggyback, veggie back, because I don't eat pork. I don't eat meat. So I'm a veggie back off of you right now. I heard somebody. No pork on my fork. Assalamu alaikum. I ain't piggybacking. We veggie backing. So the veggie back off you. I agree exactly. Like the 25/8 support system, the no judgment. Like, I'll take it back a little bit. Like, I remember when I first, like, I was very honest. I was always myself. I ain't never give a fuck what nobody thought about me. But I remember when I first started talking to girls, and I guess I felt like I had to break the news to my family, like, and to me it wasn't that deep, But I remember just preparing myself to tell you, like, he was like, did you say, I think I already knew or something like that? Or you had a feeling or something like that? Like,
I had already, someone in the family had blurted out to me. And I was just like, okay.
Right. And I feel like that type of love and support, like, we'll go out and like, you're super mushy, like, to me. So it's like, you be like smooching and kissing me and hugging me. Like, you've never made me, like, when you talk about unconditional love, something that I guess in this society that can just be looked at as like weird. I mean, we're in different times right now, but just that you weren't anti me. Like, you're not out like not holding like, we'll hold hands and we'll just like be sisters. Like, and it's like, it's never been like, my sexuality has never deterred you from embracing me as a sister. And that's one thing that I can say, because I've always, like I said, supported you and embraced you and just always wanted you to be fearless. Like, when, you wanted to drop out of college, I was right there like, yes, mommy was scared. Tansy, talk her out of it. I'm not talking her out of it. I'm talking her into it. Like, and I'm pushing you to be an entrepreneur. Like you said, talking to you at any given point, like when you're fearful, like, even if I know you're going to be fine, like, I'm on the phone listening to you. If you're crying about something or you're going through something, it's just like you said, a 25/8 line. Like, if I think you talking crazy and I'm just like, yo, you're bugging, like, not saying that what you're saying is crazy, but just that you may be worried about something, I have so much faith in you. Like, I can see beyond maybe the things that you can see in yourself. So that's been an example. I think, like, unconditional love and support. I think to also giving ourselves time and space to figure things out. We don't put pressure on each other. Sometimes I go through withdrawals. I be fiending for Jay, so it might be like a week and I ain't talk to you, but I'm not like, you too busy for me. You like, I understand space and letting you figure things out and not trying to tell you what to do. Like, you may say that you're going to do something and I might be like, all right, like, and even if you don't ask me, I might be like, well, this is what I would do. But if you tell me you're going to do the opposite, I'm still going to be 110% supportive of whatever you do. So I agree with that. And like I said, just making time for each other, like listening, joking. We've been through a lot this year, ever since, Nana transition. I think the way we've showed up, like, we're in a long distance relationship, but we're trying to figure out like how to spend, like, this right here is like a sentiment of us bonding. This is the longest we've ever went without seeing each other. It's been 11 months since I seen you, Ooh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. We need to fix that. But yes, that's my definition of sisterhood. And what sisterhood means. Family. I wish that family was how we ran our sisterhood, because I don't think I don't know if it's like that. Like, I click with you. Like, I think there's been one time in our life that we haven't spoke for a short period of time. And it was totally a big misunderstanding, but there's never been any disrespect. There's never been any telling each other's business. Like, I don't ever have to be like, don't tell nobody, but like, I trust you with everything. Like, I tell you everything. Somebody might tell me not to tell you, say something, I'm telling you. Like, you're my pillow talk buddy. I tell you everything. So for anybody that want to know, Jay probably know your business. But family, what you got for family?
I feel the same. Like, I wish the way we see each other is the way our family was, but I feel like with our family, it's just a lot of people set in their ways. So I feel like with us, we're in a process of healing and unlearning stuff and unlearning like generational curses, trauma, and stuff that we've experienced. So when you try to have those conversations with family that are just stuck in their ways, it's hard for them to hear it or hard for them to see an error in what they're doing. So I hope it can change in the future, but I feel like we've tried to have like the same conversations over and over again. It seems like we just reached to the same point. Like, nothing seems to be done. It seems like someone may have a little progress here or someone may be seeing things differently, but ultimately they just go back to their ways. So I wish and I hope that in the future, as we get older, as everyone gets older, we're able to unlearn stuff that has just been so deeply rooted in our family so we can move forward. But I just feel like it's going to be a journey. And I hate to say never about certain situations, but I feel like it's been a long time of us having the same conversations, and this hasn't been a resolve. So
I think that was very well said. I think forgiveness too. I think sometimes when you talk to people in the family, you'll realize that, damn, you holding on to something from 1999. We are in the 2000s. like, I don't know, like, let go and let God. And I think that when you're trying to be progressive, I'm not saying that we can't talk about the past, but if you're so caught up in the past, there's no way that we can build a better future. And for me, I'm not saying I'm ever going to forget. I'm going to forgive, but there's nothing we can do to change what has happened. So it's either we're going to have a conversation and we're going to move forward, or you're just going to keep living in 1999 and I'm just going to be in 2023, 24 and beyond. Like, I want growth. And I just think that there's nothing you can, I think there was an analogy that, you know, the rear view mirror is small for a reason, because like, if you look at the windshield in your car, it's big and you can see because you need to see what's ahead of you. But when you look in the rear view, ain't nobody driving like looking back like, yo, like, what's back there? Like, that's because you're not supposed to spend so much time looking back there. And sometimes people just want things to be how they were, or people lack accountability. They think about their pain more than the pain they may have caused you. And I think it should just be mutually exclusive. Like, if I've hurt you, I'll take accountability and I apologize. But once you start talking that rah-rah, you get blocked. Like, just like that. You talk that rah-rah, you get blocked. Straight up. Like, you get blocked on all social media platforms, or I'll mute you and let you think you're talking, but I can't hear or see you. But I think implementing boundaries and understanding respect. I used to always be like, you know, on Drink Champs, they'll be like loyalty or respect. I used to always pick loyalty, but loyalty got me disrespected like several times, because it's like, if I'm loyal to you to a fault, you may disrespect me and I may tolerate it because of your position and your title. And you taught me something good, like remove the titles. That was one of the best pieces of advice. Mom, dad, sister, brother, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, auntie, uncle. I don't give a fuck who you are. Straight up. Like, that title is will get erased. Your name is your name. You know, but one thing I'll say, that your title as my sister and your name, they're equally important. You've lived up to what I believe a sister should be. And I think that is probably the only relationship. And I'll give credit to mommy too. You and mommy be momming. Like, one thing I'll be hearing about people, fit moms, my mom don't talk to me. I'm like, my mom could never not talk to me. Now, I've not talked to my mom, but I wish mommy would cut me off. She ain't crazy. Like, she ain't gonna do that. But, you know, just going to like unconditional love. And I feel like when it comes to unconditional love, I can really say mommy and Nana taught us that. Like, they love like forgiving no matter what. Like, and I want to live like that. And sometimes I look at the pain that maybe mommy has went through, or just different people in our family. And I'm just like, you want your love to be unconditional, but don't let nobody like disrespect you or whatever. But just, you know, also too, you can't heal what you don't reveal. Be open to conversations. I'm at a point right now where I just want to write letters. Because I feel like when you cutting people off and you interjecting, you can't hear. Like, don't be so adamant about getting your point across that you're not open to hearing anybody else's point. But I know that as Sistahood continues, we'll have more stories. I know this thing looks like it's counting down. We got 2 more segments. We got Memory Lane and Tips with Jay. You got any memories you want to share? Any
Memory lane. I may have to skip tips for today.
Okay, we could just finish Memory Lane and close it out.
Memory lane. If you have something, you can say it. I'm still thinking.
Okay, so for Memory Lane, I will say the first one that comes to my mind, this is a very funny one. Like I said, this timer is counting us down. We got 1:50. But one of my favorite nights, I think Jay and I was leaving a karaoke night out here in LA. We were at our homegirl's house. It was a very funny night. You know, we were lit driving home. And we were in the middle of having a conversation. Me and Jay was talking, and she was using her hands, but like I said, we was lit. Jay literally said she hit the wall with her arm by mistake and was like, yo, my bad. I ain't see you right there. And just kept talking to me. And I said, nigga, who are you talking to? You ain't see the wall right there? The wall was in my way. I was like, yo, you are lit. Like lit. To this day, that is one of the funniest memories ever. My bad, y'all. I was like, nigga, it's a wall. Like, she was off the wall like Michael Jackson that night. But yeah, that's my memory lane. Yeah.
Oh goodness, I can't think of.
It's okay. Listen, I don't want to rush you. We can.
So that one time when we were younger and you locked me out the house, I can laugh about it now. But that time, I don't know what she was going through, but she just decided she was gonna lock me out the house. And I was in elementary school. She was in high school. And she just locked me out. It was getting dark outside. And I was like, Tansy, let me in. And she said, I can't do it.
My worst memories ever. I felt like such a bad big sister. I would never lie. To this day, I've never done nothing wrong to you. I'm so sorry.
But I can laugh about it now, but then I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I never told Ma. So.
You loyal. You're special. But look, y'all, we're going to close it out right now. Thank you so much for watching the Hood